This strange event took place at a Colombian high school during a performance of Macbeth, when 3 students playing witches were poisoned on stage by a prop potion from a large boiling cauldron. However, the story began 3 months earlier, with the arrival of widower Guy Brubaker, who had lost his wife to cancer, and his daughter Shelby, a teenager and fan of the eccentric blogger Anorexia. In her new school during a singing lesson, Shelby became the target of mockery by the popular girl Chaslyn because of her appearance. In response, the new girl threw sheet music at her and ended up in the office of the music teacher, Mr. Nevins. Instead of punishing her, he revealed that he had known her mother, with whom he used to sing in a choir, and that he had recently experienced a loss himself. He told Shelby that he understood her feelings, but asked her to try to be more restrained. In the hallway, Chaslyn explained to Shelby that they were laughing at her hair color and glasses, which made her look like a grandmother. At home, Shelby's father suggested she participate in the school play, recalling her role in the previous school's production. But this only made Shelby furious. In her room, she watched Anorexia's video again, in which the blogger shared how she had initially feared her anorexia, but later tamed that fear and made it her blogging persona. During the stream, another viewer with the username BestFriendForever tried to contact Shelby. After a brief exchange of messages, the stranger suggested they chat via video call, warning that she looked strange. Shelby agreed and saw a creepy woman in a wig on her screen. However, she relaxed when they both bonded over their shared opinion that their fathers were useless. They also discovered they both liked the same musical. As a result, the stranger suggested they come up with friendly nicknames. She would call herself Bestie, and Shelby would be Shelly Belly. Thus began their friendship. One day, Shelby did her makeup to look like anorexia, and Bestie advised her to go to school like that the next day. Shelby hesitated at first, fearing judgment, but the woman asked her to at least do her eye makeup, reminding her of their favorite blogger's words about taming one's fears. The makeup gave Shelby confidence, and boys started to notice her. Mr. Nevins invited her to participate in the school production of Macbeth. Chaslyn still tried to insult the new girl, but now she received sarcastic retorts in return. Shelby shared everything that happened at school with Bestie, who, in turn, told her how she had played a prank on her father by stealing his wallet, causing him to search for it all morning. Bestie suggested that Shelly Belly do something similar. Shelby remembered how much her father treasured a cup that had belonged to her mother and decided to steal it. Her father searched for the cup for a long time before leaving for work. Bestie suggested going further and breaking the cup. When Shelby mentioned how much the cup meant to her father, Bestie indignantly questioned how an object could be more important to him than his own daughter. Shelby succumbed to the manipulation and broke the cup. Later, Shelby gathered the courage to ask Bestie about her appearance. The woman revealed that she was adopted and that her biological mother had likely been taking something during pregnancy, which affected the baby's health. Because of this, Bestie never left her house, although she sometimes dreamed of living a normal life. Shelby decided to become her avatar and do everything her friend wished she could do herself. The girl began to commit small pranks, stealing snacks from a store, egging neighboring houses, and distancing herself more and more from her father. Bestie also convinced Shelby to skip participating in the school production of Macbeth, assuring her that it was beneath her level, which greatly upset Mr. Nevins. However, Shelby still indirectly took part in the play by giving Chaslyn and her friends a taste of the prop potion. As she fled the scene, Bestie asked Shelly to show her the chaos with the police, calling Mr. Nevins an idiot. The only thing the woman still regrets is that she won't be able to participate in the upcoming Halloween. However, Shelby once again promises to be her avatar. Then the friend comes up with another cruel joke, and as a result, the girl goes to school and brings up something from the music teacher's past, which deeply upsets Mr. Nevins. At home, Shelby's shocked father locks her in the basement and takes away her smartphone, saying that something is wrong with her. Shelby notices a box of her mother's things, among which she finds an old laptop, and she reconnects with her friend. The woman understands the situation and suggests that Shelby find a way to get out of the basement, such as injuring her hand so that her father would take her to the hospital. Shelby responds that this is going too far, but her friend calls her a coward and insists that she would do anything for their friendship. In the end, Shelby gives in. Shelby ends up in the hospital and later tells the school counselor about everything. She gives her father a cup identical to the one her mother used to own. However, she is unable to reconcile with Mr. Nevins, as he has decided to take a break from work until the end of the semester. Meanwhile, her friend hasn't gone anywhere and starts bombarding Shelby with messages again. Shelby's panic is interrupted by a boy she used to sing with in the choir. He introduces himself as River and asks her to sign his cast as a friendly gesture. Shelby accidentally learns that he is also a fan of anorexia, and the two part on good terms. But suddenly, Shelby receives a message from someone who knows about the poisoned potion, offering to meet in the auditorium the next day. When Shelby arrives at the meeting spot, she finds out that the SMS was from River, who had been backstage on the day of the premiere. However, he isn't planning to expose his new friend. River says they are friends now and suggests they go somewhere together, while Shelby's online friend continues to threaten her for ignoring her messages. River and Shelby start spending time together, and one day they bring the whole choir to Mr. Nevins's house. After that, he returns to school and directs a new musical, in which Chaslin doesn't get a role this time. Now, Shelby and River watch Anorexia's streams together, while her friend continues to leave comments under the videos. As graduation approaches, Mr. Nevins and Shelby's father find out that she will be attending the same college as River, since he is now her favorite person. In the library, Shelby tells her boyfriend that she's told her father about them, and River notices messages from her friend on her laptop. Shelby explains that it's her former friend with a disability, who she feels sorry for, but who is too toxic. Without hesitation, River blocks the strange woman on all of Shelby's devices and suggests they go somewhere interesting later that day. That evening, they drive far out of town in a van to a cottage village, where, according to River, a surprise awaits Shelby. The couple enters one of the houses, which looks quite old inside, and they find streaming or vlogging equipment there. Suddenly, the friend appears and greets Shelby, and at that moment, River stabs her. Afterward, he tells the woman that he did everything to prove his loyalty. She calls him her best friend, and they walk out of the house hand in hand to enjoy the evening sea air. This is the end of the movie. That's all for today. Subscribe and like if you want more videos like this.